little bit about what's been going on. Just a second. Are we okay? So streaming ratings, House of the Dragon hits series high. Why I'm doing this is gonna be a real fast live stream, is because something is missing. I'll probably do an upload later. Overall, no Acolyte. And this was the top streaming titles from June 17th to the 23rd. Okay, so this is stuff, okay, that, okay, I'm gonna check something out real quick. Let's just look here for a second. All right. Why are you doing this to me? One watching. Okay, that's me. Okay, just a second, guys. All right. Okay, whatever. So Nielsen ratings came out from June 17th to the 23rd, and no Acolyte. Now, if you look on the Rotten Tomatoes RT audience score, sadly, someone's been review bombing, and I don't think that this truly reflects what's going on there. So it's up to 80. I mean, they keep going back and forth. It went up 2 points from 14%, and now it's back up to 81%. Critic score. There are people out there that just can't take a loss. They can't take a failure. You know, they can't accept that. People just don't like it. And I find it funny how personally people like the little bitch at the Mary Sue and other shill sites and channels, like how hostile they get when it's like, you know, no one liked it. No one wanted to see this. We didn't want it, okay? Especially when they never ask Hedlund about Harvey, okay? They never ask her about Karen McCarthy. They never ask her about all the controversy. That's not good reporting. That's just, it's typical mainstream media, softball girls club bullshit, okay? You know, and these are the girls that went out of their way to attack Gina Carano, okay? And you know, the gay men who white knight for them, okay? Because, you know, you're not allowed to have a different opinion than the hive, okay? Okay, wrong. This is the United States of America. We can have a difference of opinion. You know, perhaps the fans wouldn't be so hostile to you people if you people accepted the fact that most people don't like this shit. Okay, most people don't like it. All right, I find it very interesting when you kind of look at it and it's like, you know, what's going on with Rotten Tomatoes? It's too late. It's done. The show played out. No one wanted it except for, you know, the people that I don't know what, why? These are, these are questions you want to ask a psychologist like Jordan Peterson. Why are these people so dead set on these shows when they're so bad? Okay, why do they need them? It's like they take it so personally, and without any reflection or without any wow, these guys really didn't like this. Maybe it's us. Maybe we're the ones at fault. Maybe, there were mistakes made. Okay. But when you got, Pablo Hidalgo telling podcasters that they were there to indoctrinate the kids. And look, they didn't make, hi Mike, they didn't make, the Star Wars sequel trilogy and the Stoned Republic, and all the shitty comic books that they've been writing, and the Trashlight and Ambor, because people liked it, people wanted it. They made it to indoctrinate kids. Okay, this is why they say, well, it's a kids show about space wizards and laser swords. It's like, and when they bring that up, which is really interesting, if you've ever gone through any of the interviews with the Phantom Menace cast, Jake Lloyd says something about laser swords. Or no, if that's in fact in the movie. So they're mocking George Lucas when Pablo says that. He's mocking George. All right. Now, you see Leslie going from the Mary Sue to the Nerdist to another interview at a friendly website. She's not going to come here. I tell her to go fuck herself. I tell her to come clean on what she knew about Harvey and don't lie about it, right? So she goes to it. She's got another interview with some other dreary left-wing fan website that basically is giving her softball questions. And Star Wars Theory, wait for it, it's going to come out, is going to trash her. He's pissed off. Look, there are fans out there that do take this shit seriously. He's been a fan his whole life. He's a cancer survivor. Luke Skywalker was his hero. He was basically sodomized like Han Solo was, like Leia was, like they tried to do to Anakin with this Trashlight bullshit. Okay. And, George Lucas. Okay, think about it. And now, you look at the Nielsen ratings, it's like, it's too late, you guys. It is far too fucking late. Get out your TiVo or however else you record shit, okay? And record every episode, okay? Because that's all you're gonna get. All right, it is probably gonna be take off Disney Plus. If it's not, I'll be very surprised. And Willowed, okay. When you think about what Matt Bellany on The Town said about it with the guy he interviewed about it. Where does Star Wars go from here? I said it in my upload. All right. Erase the numbers off the sequel trilogy, put it in its own unique timeline. Just over here. Delete, get rid of the Acolyte. Just do a Willow to it. Get rid of Andor, because it's just stupid. Okay. Fire the people involved. Okay. Do not hire Tony Gilroy again. Do not hire Leslie Headland again. Okay. She's basically out there trying to gin up positive word when everybody in Hollywood's going, like Niles Crane said in this one, My favorite. Let's find it. If I can find it. Okay, we gotta go back up. Because I know it's on here. It's probably one of my all-time favorite things ever. All right, what the hell? If I can't find it, I can't find it. So. All right. Oh, come on. Well, he basically, okay, there's, no. He basically says, it smells like a fish died and all the other fish sent flowers. Okay? And, that's it. It's disgusting. Oh, here it is. Okay.
An odd combination of odors. Smells like a fish died and all the other fish sent flowers.
Hey! Kotank Sensei, V Gates, what goes? It's too late for this. It's too late. People watched very media. It was in the top 10. It's for its first 2 episodes, which dropped on the same day. Okay. And then after episode 3, which already had lower ratings, it really tanked. Why? Because episode 3 dared to mock the origin story of Anakin Skywalker. Then you get into Ki-Adi-Mundi being told about Jedi deaths. And then, 100 years later going, oh, the Sith haven't been seen for 1,000 years. But what? And then you got Darth Plagueis watching whatever that was. Plagueis to me should never have been touched. The fact that she was allowed to use him might have just been Dave Filoni saying, fuck you. Over it, I don't know. I just go whatever. But again, it's out of the top 10. It did not hit anywhere. It is gone. It's done. Okay. The best that Hedlund can hope for is that it doesn't hurt her career too badly. All right, look. The Book of Boba Fett. Now, I thought it was good. But has anybody seen Robert Rodriguez lately? He got thrown under the bus. As far as I'm concerned, watching how that show progressed, the first 3 episodes were fine. Then the Skittles Bikers gang came in. That was a Kennedy thing. And, the Eye of Sauron was awake because Gandalf, aka Jon Favreau, wasn't there to oversee everything. If he had been there, we wouldn't have seen the Skittles Bikers game. We wouldn't have let him do that. What a stupid idea. Okay, what a stupid. And then, of course, we had to have 2 episodes of Mandalorian interjected because probably anything that was filmed was so bad they couldn't put it up. They couldn't put it out there. And then, the end was a jumbled mess of what the fuck. I still liked it. I still did. I still liked it. But it wasn't as good as it could have been. The people complaining about the beginning, where he's captured by the Tuscans. They're not, look, the people in the fandom, either watched way too much Marvel, all right, or they're not literate film viewers. Okay, they're not literate film viewers. If you've ever seen the movie A Man Called Horse, that's what that was. All right, Rich, I've talked about this before. I talked about this when Boba Fett came out, and I was laughed at. But you know, when you're laughed at by two retards, it, you know, okay. It's about a British nobleman and soldier out on the Great Plains in South Dakota hunting. He's hunting elk, he's hunting buffalo, he's hunting wolves, bears, whatever. And his party gets assaulted and ambushed by a Lakota war party. All right, he gets captured alive. Now, in reality, that never would have happened. He would have been scalped, his body would have been mutilated, and that would have been the end of it. All right, but he's brought back to the war party's band as a war trophy and a slave for the chief's mother, because her husband died. So he was there to help her, and he ends up saving the band from being ambushed by an enemy tribe. He gets elevated from slave to warrior, and that's what the first 3 episodes of the Book of Boba Fett was. And the fact that people couldn't understand it, and what they wanted was Boba Fett superhero. It's like, this is Star Wars, not Marvel. It's not DC. If you want to watch stuff like that, go watch those movies, okay? You're not going to get that with Star Wars. It doesn't make any sense. All right. And they couldn't take the change in character. You know, the more grown up Boba Fett, the more, I think, older, more introspective Boba Fett. He's just supposed to be a non-verbal killing machine, and it's like, that's stupid. And of course, we get this Skittles bikers gang, and it's like, you know, but still, it wasn't horrible. I mean, it was pretty cool seeing Cad Bane. All right, so we've got that. Go to Ahsoka. Why were they complaining about it? Here's something I'll bring up. Do you all remember Doomcock talking about them using the world between worlds to reset the timeline? All right, let's go back to Ahsoka. Where's Anakin Skywalker? Where is he? Anybody know? The world between worlds. All right. He's not a Force ghost in that instance. He's actually still in existence. He's very much alive and well. He is literally the balance of the Force. He goes between Vader to Anakin, Vader to Anakin, Anakin to Vader. And you watch it through the whole, what was it, the 6th episode? All right, and then at the end, you see him, he's in Jedi robes watching Ahsoka and Sabine walk away. And you see Morai, the owl that follows Ahsoka around. Remember when in the TV show The Clone Wars, the Mortis arc, Ahsoka's dying and the daughter is dying, and the father says, my daughter's life can save your friends. All right, life. So, but he said, you gotta be the conduit. So Anakin kneels down between them, puts these 2 fingers on both their foreheads, and is the conduit from the daughter to Ahsoka. That's how Ahsoka's got a connection to the daughter. Okay, so Mirai just follows her. Mirai is the paraclete of the daughter. Okay. But Ahsoka sucked. Even though Ahsoka might be the harbinger of resetting the timeline. Okay, it still sucked. Why? Because Nerdrotic, Ryan Cannell, the idiots over at You Know Where Network, and everybody else needs to make money. And look, Star Wars Theory, I respect him, has said, I don't make as much money being negative as I do the positive stuff I do. And it's like, but you're not them. Okay? They make money off of attacking everything and enraging their audience. They play to their audience. They don't tell them the truth. They've become the MSM of fan boys. All right, that's what they are. All right, and when I think of all the money that has been wasted on them, just for people to get it, because look, it's a narcissistic supply chain. Okay, people want to give money. They want to see their names. They want to hear their questions answered, and these guys don't have the answers. They don't. Maybe I don't either. But at least I admit it, and it's like, so, but that's why Ahsoka wasn't so bad. Kenobi didn't break canon. I mean, if you can't understand that, first off, it makes more sense in every way, shape, and form for Reva to go after Leia, her being the Princess of Alderaan, than for her to go after a young, unnamed, anonymous kid. Okay? Now, had she gone after Luke, and she does in the end, okay, Obi-Wan saves him, kills her, whatever. Big deal. All right. Luke never left Tatooine until he jumped on the Millennium Falcon in A New Hope. He had never been gone. He never left. Okay. Leia makes more sense that way. Okay. She's the one that gets kidnapped. All right. And because there's a force, I would say, nexus around both Leia and Luke, she has to be found. Obi-Wan has to get up off his dupa and go find her. And it makes sense. The fact that he fights Vader twice and he wins the second round does not break canon either. All right. Because hey Dave, everybody, oh, and hi Ian, I didn't even acknowledge you, I'm sorry. Every moment of the show Kenobi is Anakin, aka Vader, and he's more Anakin at this time right now, I'd say. He's not fully Vader yet, because he just seethes when he thinks about Obi-Wan. He is still the apprentice. He is still the guy that was being trained by Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's not a Jedi, he's not a master. And he's not because of Palpatine. All right, so when he says in A New Hope, when we last met, I was but a learner. Now I am a master. Now I am the master. Another 9 years, 10 years passed. Okay. What changed? He became more powerful, he became more solid, and he was able to control his rage. He became more callous. All right. That's the difference between Darth Vader and Anakin's angry petulance, which is what you saw in Kenobi, especially that last fight. He's arrogant. He always has, look, what does Obi-Wan say? You always strive for victory or something like that. Hey, Liam. And it's like, that was his problem. That's what makes him Obi-Wan's apprentice. Okay? So that fight is not breaking canon. I don't care what any of these idiots think. Okay? It doesn't. But the Acolyte does. Because the Acolyte puts Ki-Adi-Mundi in a place he shouldn't be. Being witness to things he shouldn't know. Okay. I mean, being witness to, Jedi Master Vagisil's bullshit. Uh, you know, um, undermines Anakin Skywalker's birth. In origin story, and undermines, what else? What other canon did it break? Darth Plagueis. I mean, because it undermines the story leading up to the Phantom Menace and the origin story of the Chosen One. Okay, now, Headland's like, no, I didn't undermine it. You intentionally did it. Okay. And that's not even the thing. Okay, go back to the ratings. Why'd it fall? When you've got people in the business saying it looked unfinished, it was poorly filmed, poorly acted, poorly edited, etc. Okay. She handed in enough film for 4 episodes. How did they get 8? God knows. God knows. I mean, how they had to stretch the garbage to make sense. Okay. The show contradicts itself. Headland in interviews contradicts herself. There's a reason why the ratings are boom. Okay. All right. It's just a matter of time before it's removed from Disney Plus. Now, I want to ask you guys, has anybody heard about any news about the High Republic going forward? I know there was some rumor about a third wave of it, because that would be an indicator. Okay, look, you go to BookScan, you look at how many books sold. When Claudia Pig Gray can't sell 30,000 copies, there are independent booksellers that sell more. There are independent authors that sell more. That is a BFD. Okay, that is a BFD. Okay. And I don't, with everything going on at Warner Brothers, okay, thanks, Dave. With everything going on at Warner Brothers, rumors of it being split up and sold. It's kind of like, I haven't heard anything from Lucasfilm. So this is basically to Matt Bellany. Why do you protect Lucasfilm? Why do you protect Kennedy? Why? She doesn't deserve it. She doesn't deserve any placating or anything else like that. Okay? She doesn't deserve it at all. And it's time to stop protecting her. Okay? Stop saying she's just incompetent or criticizing decisions she's made. Come out and say what you're really thinking. She was always the wrong person to head Lucasfilm. She was only supposed to be there as an interim till they got a different president, Rick McCallum. And here we are. She's the alleged head of Lucasfilm. And we're all just going, it's time for the gloves to come off, and it is time for the Hollywood media to stop protecting her and to start being honest. Don't care if she's a woman. Don't care if you think she's powerful. Do you honestly think the record that she's got at Lucasfilm is so impressive that people will be afraid of her? And honestly, another thing, do you honestly think what she supposedly has? Rick McCallum would have fired Pablo Hidalgo like that. I mean, like that. He was always the gatekeeper between stupidity and George. Okay, so there would be no High Republic and the EU would still be there. You know, there you go. That's what would have happened. But, you know, you kind of sit there and go, I don't understand why, you know, we have to sit and listen to this garbage when, and have, you know, and this sort of passive aggressive kind of attacks, even in the media, like from Forbes. Come on and say it. Kathleen Kennedy has failed. Just say it. Hurricanes, her idea of Star Wars, hey vlog, how you doing, is the wrong one. And we have to now take it up, and we have to, you know, we have to look at it, and we have to be honest. She probably needs to go, but we're not going to get it from them. And the reason why is because they're afraid of her, or their editors are like, no, don't criticize her too harshly, or we'll go on the attack obliquely, passive aggressively, instead of, you know, look, what's going on in the Democrat Party? All these powerful people are telling Joe Biden to quit. Now, we thought he agreed, and now it appears like he's fighting back. That's what you're going to get with Kennedy. She'll try to fight back, and then she'll leave. Okay, because that's what's going to happen. Okay, so it's like, why are, you know, you look at, you know, people are like, why is she still there? She has a cannot be fired for cause clause in her fucking contract. That's why, or she'd be gone already. Okay, anyway, I got to rock. I've been on here for a half hour. Wanted to put the Nielsen ratings out because they're pretty badass, I might say. Go and subscribe to Cameron Pasha's Patreon. Every once in a while, Sparrow will come out. There's a lot more going on right now than he's letting on, and there's a lot more going on than he knows. She knows. It knows. You know, I'm going to say they know because, you know, she could be anybody. All right, he or she or it, they could be anybody. But there's some idea that there's a lot of classified stuff at Disney from that emergency meeting. Anyway, I gotta rock. Rudy's gonna be home soon. So I'll see you guys around the galaxy. Behave, be safe. And the heat wave's done here. I mean, it's 83 degrees, so it's not like horrible outside. Steph signing out. See you around the galaxy.